It seems to me it is becoming more and more commonplace for people to not get a good night's sleep. Why is this? And what is sleep? Sleep should not be taken for granted because it affects every aspect of our lives. If you think you may not be getting enough sleep, or if you still feel sluggish in the morning, what I have to say may be helpful or at least shed light on the subject. I will begin with a brief explanation of what sleep is and what happens in our brains when we sleep. Although there are actually 5 stages in the sleep cycle, 4 of these stages occur during non-REM sleep, and only the last stage occurs during REM sleep. Ultimately, stages 1 through 4 are light sleep stages, preparing your body and brain for stage 5, deep sleep. The first stage of sleep involves very slow, high-amplitude brain waves called theta waves. This stage of sleep only lasts around 5 to 10 minutes and is very light sleep. Rapid bursts of rhythmic brainwave activity that last around 20 minutes signal the second stage of the sleep cycle. In the second stage of sleep, body temperature drops 1 to 2 degrees and heart rate slows. The third stage of sleep involves slow, deep brainwave activity called delta waves and is the final sleep stage, preparing the sleeper for deep sleep. In the fourth sleep cycle, the person enters delta sleep, the first deep sleep cycle that lasts approximately 30 minutes. This is the final non-REM sleep stage. Stage 3 sleep and then stage 2 sleep are repeated after stage 4, and this happens before entering the last sleep stage. The fifth stage in the sleep cycle is categorized as REM, or rapid eye movement sleep. Prior to this stage, the eyes have been pretty stationary and the body has been relaxing deeper and deeper into sleep. During this stage, voluntary muscles are relaxed to a point of immobility, while the brain is at its most active. With the increased and rapid eye movement comes increased respiratory rate and brain activity. This is the stage in the sleep cycle when we dream. After a period of REM sleep, sleep stage 5, the brain goes back to stage 2 and starts the cycle again. This usually occurs 4 to 5 times in a night. Now that you have a general idea about what is going on in your brain and with your body as you sleep, I will express some important health points to consider affected by sleep. Sleep affects both declarative memory, which is fact-based information such as capitals, and procedural memory, which is your how-to memory and helps you remember things like how to ride a bike. REM sleep plays a vital role in both these kinds of memory building. As I previously mentioned, REM sleep is a deep sleep. During periods of lighter sleep in non-REM sleep stages, motor learning is active, and certain types of visual learning are dependent upon varying periods of light and deep sleep. When you sleep, your immune system releases proteins called cytokines. These proteins promote sleep. When you are sick or have an infection, certain cytokines need to increase production in order for your immune system to combat the illness. If you are not getting enough quality or enough sleep in general, the production of these special proteins is compromised, and it may actually take your body longer to recover from an illness. Likewise, if you are already not getting enough sleep, the decreased production of cytokine proteins can compromise your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness. It is recommended that the average adult get 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night. University of Pennsylvania researchers found that subjects who were limited to only 4.5 hours of sleep a night for 1 week reported feeling more stressed, angry, sad, and mentally exhausted. When the subjects were returned to normal sleep, they reported a dramatic improvement in mood. Sleep and mood are both greatly linked. Numerous other studies have also shown that individuals suffering from insomnia, as I do, have an increased risk for psychological problems such as depression and anxiety. Now that you are aware of what sleep entails and how it affects your health, here are some tips and tricks to ensuring you get a good night's sleep. Diet, or what you put in your body, and when, plays an important role in sleep and can even influence your ability to fall asleep. Eating before bed is a good way to make falling asleep more difficult. While that one last cookie before bed may be mentally satisfying and comforting, eating kicks your body's metabolism up to convert the food you've just eaten into energy, and that energy may keep you awake and can make it more difficult to fall asleep. While eating before bed is a bad idea, especially if you're already having trouble falling asleep, there is a world of herbal teas out there that just might help you get to sleep. Herbal teas use herbs found in teas that are used to help you fall asleep most commonly will contain chamomile, lemon balm, valerian, passion flower, hops, yes, like in the beer, and catnip, yes, the stuff you give your cat, just to name a few. I have suffered with insomnia for the better part of 10 years and have found that the Celestial Seasonings brand Sleepy Time Extra herbal tea really does the trick. When looking for an herbal tea, be sure to check that the tea is in fact caffeine-free. It may contain one of the helpful herbs listed above, but that does not mean it is without stimulating caffeine. My last tip for getting a good night's sleep is do not watch TV. While you may find yourself nodding off through the movie, falling asleep to television is not generally a good idea. One reason is it keeps part of your brain stimulated that should be relaxing and slowing down and getting ready for sleep. Another reason is it creates an unhealthy association in the brain. When you crawl under the covers, your brain recognizes where you are and what your intention should be. When you crawl under the covers and turn on the TV, your brain associates bedtime with further mental stimulation, not with relaxation and sleep. Whether you suffer with difficulty sleeping or not, I hope I have given you a few ideas on how to fall asleep. In conclusion, I hope you have learned at least one thing about sleep that you can walk away with today. From the many intricacies that go into sleep cycles, to mood issues from not enough quality sleep, to finding the right herbal tea to help you fall asleep, I hope I have taught you something you didn't already know.